You got that, T?
I got it and I tweeted it.
Fatsenzo.com, 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 fatsenzo.com. Fatsenzo.com.
Oh, I need one more second.
Okay.
Brace yourselves. No, it's a little. I just got a text from my Asian producer.
Right.
God, he is the worst person. Sorry, it's an ongoing joke.
Oh, okay.
I can't even get these out. Forget it. Let's just start.
Fuck it.
I wrote you a poem, and I should have put my thing on silence too. All right, here it
Yeah, I
goes.
did. Go ahead.
Happy Sunday goes out to all you Wops, Dagos, Guineas, to all the Frankies, all the Tinas, all the Maries, Paulies, Vinnies. I can say that because I'm Italian, so I won't be disbarred. You can play poker or pinochle, just don't play the race card. If your name ends in a vowel, it's time to throw in the towel and tune into this podcast at least for an hour. Gather round and let's listen to curse words galore. If you don't notice Joe Biden's a fake POTUS, then your mother's a whore. Some Twitter birds can herd fucking nerds with their word choice, while others prefer Zuckerberg's terms of service when they voice their opinions, regardless of how raspy they speak. If I say anything offensive, it's just tongue in cheek. That commie cunt Cuomo belongs behind bars and Rikers. It's Tina 40 on today's live stream. Trump 2024 motherfuckers.
Fuck out of here. I love
Fuck
that.
out of here, baby.
That was awesome, Bobby.
Thank you very much.
That's me.
Bam.
Yeah, I like that.
You like that?
I love it. Yes.
Thank you very much. That's one of the new little things I've been doing. I've been trying to write some poetry for my
I like
guests.
that commie cunt Cuomo you threw in there.
I had to. He is.
Yeah.
Now, how
He
did
is
you,
a commie cunt.
we should just, I guess, check. We should just start with that. Why is he such a commie cunt? And you coined that with the Mr. Cuomo.
Yeah,
You know?
I did. That's
Yeah, you
my,
did.
That's my phrase. Commie, Cuomo, the commie cunt.
Yes. How did you come up with that brilliance?
It just rolled off my tongue. I just have a gift for telling people off and speaking how I feel. I don't think of these things. It just comes out of my mouth naturally.
Does it really?
Yeah, it does. I don't sit back and say, all right, let me think of something I'm going to call someone. As I'm ranting, it just comes out of my mouth.
Is that how it's done? Tina, is that how it's done? I mean, listen, this is Tina 40. Tina 40 has amassed, thousands of followers on multiple social media platforms. She's awesome. I put up my hair because she put hers up today. Just
make me bald.
forget the hats and stuff like that. I'm wearing a shirt that says fucking white people on it, okay? Now,
I love it. I want one. I want one.
you want one?
I want one.
Why? Why do you want one?
Because that looks awesome.
Aren't you classified as
Fucking
white?
people.
I know you're Italian, right?
Yeah. Yes, I am Italian.
Would you say Italians are white?
No, not all Italians are all white. I mean, we're Italian.
Right?
They're mixed. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a difference, right?
See, I don't believe in. I'm going to say it straight up. I don't do the all lives matter and the Black Lives Matter and the White Lives Matter. I don't do any of that. Like even last year when all the shit was coming out and they were doing the BLM and then people were saying all lives matter. I won't even say all lives matter.
Yeah.
I just don't. I think we're all equal, and that's it.
Yeah, I believe that too. I mean, but what about the Black Lives Matter thing? Do you get offended by Black Lives Matter when people say that?
I don't get offended by it. I just don't like what they stand for. I don't think that, especially as we see, by large mansions, what they're doing with the money that they, came up with all the donations.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't think they're doing it for the right reasons. They're lining their pockets. I'll be the first to say it. They can call me out on it. They're lining their pockets with the money. It came out. The woman's under investigation now for buying all the mansions. And they just don't, go to all these poor cities and help them. Help them. I mean, 7-year-olds being shot in McDonald's parking lots. It just shouldn't be happening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But but by the phrase, just the phrase, not the corporation, Black Lives Matter. Does that offend you?
No.
Yeah, it doesn't offend me either. I really don't give a fuck about that at all.
I don't give a shit. I never speech. If that's what they want to say, then they can fucking say it. Just like I can say whatever the fuck I want to say.
And you do.
And I do.
Yeah, but that never. I just never thought about like that and was like, oh, well, white lives matter too, or all lives matter. My mind never went there. I never really cared.
Me too. Me too.
Because I think, and it brings it up because recently we've had some podcasts that have to do with race with the ISUPK, that's the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. They're the black Hebrew Israelite people you see on the street corners yelling at you, telling you you're the devil. But we've had them on, and we have good open discourse with these guys about a lot of crazy stuff. And it's just like, I think like Italians are like either the darkest white people or like the lightest non-white people. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, and the Mediterranean was just like a mixing. Everybody mixed over in that area, and then the largest amount of Italians went to Argentina. Actually, and everybody thinks that everybody went to New York. That's not true. Everybody went to Argentina for the most part, and then they just became Latin down there, right? So I don't know.
I didn't even know that. You just told me something.
You didn't know that?
I did not know that.
Yes, the largest amount of Italians who came out of Italy went to Argentina. They did not go to New York. So
New York, how we are stereotyped to go to New York.
Well, it's true.
The Italians are in New York.
It's true. They did. The mass exoduses in the late 1800s, early 1900s. It's true. And then they went to Ellis Island, right? And
right.
but it's the whole Latin American thing because I'm down in South Florida. I'm in West Palm Beach, and I'm friends with a lot of Cubans. I see the Cubans, who are born here in America. They remind me of the Italian story. They're over here and they're adopting Americanism, and they're becoming American. They don't care. They're like completely. What is it? Because when I said, wow.
They're adapting to our lifestyle, to what America is.
They just become American.
That's the whole point of coming here. The whole point of coming here is because they want to have what we have, our freedoms, our rights, which we're losing.
That's right.
Little by little every day.
And you're out there and you are, speaking up, and you're trying to fight, with your First Amendment, right? And you do this so simple, this funny thing. You just record yourself on rants, and that's it.
Yes, while I'm driving.
While you're driving.
A lot of people have a problem with that. They're like, "Yeah, watch the road, watch the." My phone is mounted, so then it looks like I'm on the wrong side of the car. So people are like, "Is she on the wrong side of the car?" And I read the comments sometimes, and sometimes I don't. I never answer anyone back. Just leave everybody fucking sitting there. I can't be bothered. But yeah, usually the phone is mounted, and I'm just leaving the gym, so I'm fired up, and I just start ranting.
Yeah. Let me. I'm so sorry. I think you probably heard yourself for 2 seconds there. I'm trying to pull up the viral rant that went. That was the first. I think it was the first to go viral, if I'm correct. But it's the Pelosi rant. Let me pull that up here. And like I said, I'm missing my guy here, so it's a little crazy. But
work with him. Why don't you work with
start
him?
it over.
Hey, Nancy Pelosi, you fucking anti-American piece of shit that you are. You're the virus. You and your fucking party are the true virus in America. Weren't you the one who brought everybody to Chinatown after Trump banned flights coming in just to prove your point? You dumb, ignorant fucking cunt that you are. Why don't you take a look at your tent city right in your own fucking backyard? You fucking worthless, slurring, drunken bitch. Huh? Why don't you do that instead of always bashing the president? Why don't you work with him? Why don't you work with him for the American people? You want to know why you don't? Because you're a power-hungry cunt. That's all you are. You don't give a shit about us. You don't give a shit about Americans. That's the fucking truth. You want to go? Truth for truth? You are anti-American. You and your entire fucking party. Fuck you. Trump 2020, motherfucker. Fuck out of here. Hey, Nancy.
Oh my God. That is just so fucking brilliant. I love it so much.
That just comes out naturally. It wasn't you see, my hair was wet. I had my baseball cap on because I just left the gym. So I was all sweaty. And in class, we were talking about politics. And I left the gym all hyped up. And I just went on a rant when I was driving home.
Oh my God. And it just comes to you naturally. The way you say cunt.
Yeah,
like
cunt.
It just has so much like depth in that word. How you say fuck. It has so much depth in that word. There's like, oh man.
Yeah, a lot of passion behind it.
There's a lot of passion behind it. And so does that just like brew up? Is that like just brewing up within you and then you're just like, boom, you just explode?
No, actually, that's how I talk regularly. Oh, geez, that's how I usually talk. But when I'm really aggravated, it just gives it that little bit more to it because I say it with such force.
But right when you're about to say the rant into the phone, like when you're about to record, right? Like they say creativity, it kind of just like it's bubbling up in your brain and you don't really realize it. It just kind of hits you, at certain points.
Yeah.
That's why you can't force creativity. Is it kind of just brewing up there and then you're just like, boom, you just
that's
explode?
exactly. So I leave the gym or I'll leave my house, wherever I'm leaving from. Because some of them I do sitting on my porch. Most of them are in my car. So I'm just thinking about everything. It's just going through my mind. Just people listen to the radio, and I just leave a place that we're talking about politics, which is the gym. And I'm sitting there also, I'm like, fuck this. I just hit record and I just go off.
Yes.
And you see, I don't give a fuck what I look like. I'm sweaty. I had no makeup on. I have black hair underneath. So if I have my hat on, sometimes I look at people like, you dyed your hair black? Nah, I just like it's fucking soaking wet from sweat right now.
But I think that's why you went viral, right? I mean, listen, you're a gorgeous woman. Don't get me wrong, but you're the way that you are like you make yourself appeal to the common person because you don't give a fuck and you're just wearing, because you're wearing the hat, because you're coming back from the gym. You could be anybody coming back from the gym who just had a conversation with their workout buddies who are so pissed off about what's going on in the country, right? Yeah. And what kind of shit do you guys talk about over at that gym, by the way?
Okay, well, my trainer is a Marine. Okay. So that'll give you right there, that'll just set you up for that. And a Republican. And, he is very loud and he gets pissed off what's going on. And working out and we just start getting pumped up and, we start talking and he starts yelling and I start yelling shit out. And and it's an hour intense boot camp workout. And then we just leave. And I'm just like all revved up. Talking
Nice.
about all the shit that's going on.
Now, are there a lot of are there liberals around you? Because you are in New York, right? You're in.
Well, my gym is in Jersey. The gym I work out in is in Jersey. So it's right on the New York border, actually. And they walk out. It's like, don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. Bye-bye. If you don't like what we're talking about, get the fuck out. Just the way I feel. If you don't want to wear a mask, I would never ask anybody, "Oh, you need to wear a mask." If your masks works, then leave me the fuck alone. So that's how we feel at boot camp. If you don't like what we talk about, there's the door. Don't let it hit you in the ass.
Now you're from the borough of the Bronx. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes, I am.
But you don't live. You live in the outskirts, like suburbs kind of area now, like in
Yes,
Westchester
live
or
around
something.
the outskirts. Yes, I just sold my Bronx house. I just sold it. I closed on it last week, a little over a week ago.
Your Bronx
Yeah.
house.
My Bronx house is gone.
Whereabouts did you grow up in the Bronx?
Bronx Neck.
Were you close to? Oh, okay. Did you go to
Marina
the?
Del Rey?
Did you
The
go
Marina,
to?
the Marina Del Rey area.
I
the big-
know of it. I don't think I've been there before though. I've
Are
I've
you
been.
coming to Trump? Listen, are you coming to Trumparilla in New York for July?
Tell me about
I came
Trumparilla,
to-
New York.
Trumparilla, New York, July 9th, 10th, and 11th.
Wow.
I hope to see you there because I came down there. So
That's
now you
right.
have to come up here.
That's right. Well, now you just brought up the whole Trumparilla thing, so I guess we got to talk about Trumparilla, right? So
Yes,
you
why
came.
not?
That was last week. You came down to Trumparilla, and I met you at the VIP party with Roger Stone prior to the boat parade, which was the next day on Saturday, and
Yes.
that was a lot of fun, huh?
Yeah, that was the first time we met. We spoke before, but that was the first time we actually met.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
But what about the event, though? Was the event? Did you like the event? Did you like coming down?
Yes, I did.
Now
Yeah,
that-
I actually did. I enjoyed it.
The VIP
I-
party prior, that was in Ybor City.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Ybor City before?
No.
That's
No, the only time I flew into Tampa was to do a Spartan race in Mulberry. So I would fly into Tampa and I would drive and stay in a Best Western, closer to Mulberry, but I never was in the Tampa area.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I grew up close to there. Actually, I grew up in St. Petersburg. It's
Okay.
I hate it actually. It's horrible,
Really?
horrible place.
And I want to move down there. Go figure.
Do you want to move down here?
Yeah, I want to move down to the East Coast. Yeah,
Which-
I do.
the
I want to
East-
get a house first to go back and forth to, and then eventually move down there.
Okay, so you want to move to the East Coast of Florida, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, because this backs up my entire theory about Florida. Let me explain, okay?
Okay.
So Route 75, which goes up the west coast of Florida, you might have been on it. I don't know how much you were driving around and stuff like that, but it goes right up the west side and it goes all the way up to the Midwest of the country. And I think it stops at Dayton, Ohio. And the east coast of Florida, obviously, it has Route 95, and it goes all the way up the eastern seaboard. It hits, Jersey, New York, Connecticut, goes up to Boston, right? So I think these people literally get on the highway, and then they come down, and they just settle wherever they get off the highway.
Wherever
So
the highway.
on the West Coast, it's all Midwesterners, Ohio people, Michigan people, people from Ontario. Okay, all of these people come down and then they procreate with each other. They create a superhuman Midwest person that takes over Florida on the West Coast. So that's what you have to deal with. That's the stock of people you deal with over there on that side. This side, the East Coast, yes, you have all of Guineas coming down. Other,
Guineas.
people, other people. There's more of my stock of people. I like this area better. All right. But unfortunately, I don't know why my dad decided to move us down there, but he decided to move us down to the Tampa area. And that's what I've discovered about it. So take it from me, somebody who's lived in New York, lived in Florida a long time. That's what Florida's all about. So
Well, I'll be on the East Coast.
you'll be on the East Coast.
with you.
Good.
Yeah,
Nice.
we'll be neighbors.
Are you thinking about, what area in Florida?
Well, I have family right now that lives in Delray. So I'll be looking around Delray, Boynton, around that area.
It's exactly the area. There you go. See?
Yeah, that's it.
Now, being from
And my
the
cousin's
Bronx.
from New York.
Yes, being from the Bronx, though. Are you a Yankees fan?
Yes.
You are,
But I don't
obviously.
watch the games. Yeah, but I don't watch them. I don't watch the games anymore. Not like they used to be. Even before all the political shit, everything just changed. Sports changed. So much changed in the world from when I was young. When I was young, number 7 who was number 7? No, not 7 on the Yankees. Darren Munson was my favorite. What number was he?
Let me look it up right now. I don't know why.
Look
I'm
it up.
retarded.
Darren Munson was my favorite. I still have his baseball card.
Yeah, I know he died, right? He died.
Yes, he died. He died in the
Died
plane
premature in a
crash,
plane
right?
crash, right? Yep.
Mhm.
Thurman
Yeah.
Munson.
Darren Munson, I don't think he's number 7. No, who's number 7?
Is that Jeter?
No, it's
Jeter.
not Jeter.
Number
No,
2.
it's not-
Jeter's number 2, right?
Yeah, Jeter, yeah, it's not Jeter. Well, anyway, Darren Munson was my favorite player back in the 70s when I was growing up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mickey Mantle was number 7.
Mickey Mantle, okay. How can we fucking forget that?
Now we got to find Thurman Munson here. What?
Yes, we gotta find
he's number
Thurman Munson.
15. Number 15.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I used to collect baseball cards. I was a real tomboy.
You were, weren't you? I've heard
Yeah.
you say on a previous podcast that you're an alpha female.
Yes, I am.
What does that mean to you? That you say you're an alpha
Well,
female?
I won't say the word bossy, but I just know who I am. I know what I want, and nothing stops me.
Would you say type A personality?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. I mean, that's what I think it is, the alpha
Yeah.
thing. But it's just.
Yeah.
So does your husband, like, is he? I mean, do you dominate your husband or something like that, or is he equally an alpha?
I don't know if he's an alpha now. I don't know. I just know I am. I never really looked at it like that.
I mean, you got to balance each other out, right? You can have
Yeah, we do.
two alphas, just
Yeah, no, he's not. He's not like that.
No,
He's not like that. No.
you've been
I'm more of the mouthy one, and the more of the, like when something has to get done, it's all right, Tina. No, you get Tina. So yeah, I guess I'm the alpha.
Oh, so like, let's say there's some problem with like the utility bill, or I don't know.
Oh yes, let's call Tina. Tina's gonna handle
Tina's
it.
gonna go,
Something
hey,
called-
listen, motherfuckers.
Okay. Yes, that's it.
Right?
Yeah, so then I'm the alpha. Yes.
Oh my God, I have to do that shit. I do that too. It's so
I love
crazy.
doing that.
Why do you love doing that? I hate it.
I don't know because I love doing that because I just like to get things done, and I don't call and I don't do things and just like skirt around the issue. I just dive right in, and it just gets results better.
It does, but it takes like a lot of energy, and it's like, oh, okay, wait a second. Now I have to resort to my superpower. Hold on one second.
It comes naturally. It comes
Right?
naturally for me. I guess maybe because when I won my Spartan races, I can't wait to get back to them because COVID really kicked my ass last year. But even like on the Spartan course, like you just fight, you just keep fighting through all the obstacles, no matter how tired you are. You crawl if you have to.
That's
So
right.
that's my personality.
Yeah, because that's so. Along with being a fan of the Yankees, you are another sport you like. It's not all politics in your sports, right?
No, it's
you like
not.
the Spartan racing.
I love Spartan racing. Started them in 2011.
Now, why don't you have like your own Spartan line or something like that? That's what you should have.
I know I should. I should have the helmet with badass on it,
Yeah, or fuck,
Badass chick.
you should have fuck out of here on there.
Look out here with a Spartan helmet. Yeah,
The Spartan helmet.
maybe I will. Have all my, see, look, I'll show you. Hold on one second. I'll get one of my medals. Oops. It's my trifecta. So in a year, you have to do, to get a trifecta, it's all different pieces. And it says finisher on the back. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Am I doing it
let me
right?
see- yeah,
Okay.
the other way. The other way.
Here,
Other way.
Hold
There.
on.
Nope. Before.
Wait.
There you go. There you go.
Okay, so they're all separate pieces, and every year, and you put them in. So it'll be like this. You put it together, and then you got the helmet.
Nice.
Okay, so I have so many of them on my dresser over here. I have so many. I run the military ones for wounded warriors, and I carry them on the course. And my last race was actually 2000. Well, I don't think I run any in 2020. Yeah, I actually did. I ran a few in the end of 2020, and then I got COVID in March, and I almost died. And honestly, they've been canceled since then. It's every time we go to sign up for them. Not that I would listen. Now it's a little harder for me. I mean, the red is 5 miles, the blue is 10 miles, The green is 15 miles. So you have sprints, supers, and you have beasts. So then if you do all three, you get the trifecta. Okay. So I was doing 2 trifectas a year, and then I was doing the honor series. I have so much damage from COVID. I would be lucky right now to be able to finish a sprint, but I'm going to do them anyway. I'm signed up for all of them, but I keep getting the notification that it's canceled because we're not fully opened up. There's water obstacles, there's carry obstacles. You have to carry sandbags, and it's too much for people to. What are we gonna fucking do? Put rubber gloves on every time we get to an obstacle, and then take them off and wipe everything down. You have to swim in water. I mean, not for nothing. We're swimming through dirty fucking water. You think I give a shit if somebody's wearing a mask or not? I put myself at risk running through water that probably has fucking E. coli in it, and I'm gonna worry about wearing a fucking mask for COVID? Get the fuck out of here.
God, there's a lot to unpack there. Now,
Yeah.
so you got.
Oh,
right,
I can rant.
I'm going to go ahead and say, I really don't want to use him as any kind of example or anything like that or whatever. But, my papa passed away 2 nights ago of COVID. And I completely thought COVID was all bullshit. I was one of these guys. I actually just did an anti-mask. We were down down in Fort Lauderdale for the million mask burning a couple weeks ago. I don't know if you saw that.
Right.
That went viral with Chris Nelson or whatever, and then I did a anti-mask like flash mob thing at the mall, and I just kind of feel like an asshole. I don't know. You got COVID as well?
I got COVID last March. It was I turned 50 last March, and until March 2020, and about a week later, I wasn't feeling good, and long story short, went to urgent medical. They gave me a COVID test. She sent me home with a prescription of hydroxychloroquine and a Z-Pack, which was denied because Commie Cunt Cuomo signed an executive order banning the medications. Okay, you have no right to just fucking ban a medication. It's not an experimental medication. People have been taking it. So if my doctor prescribes me something, I have the right to take it. It wasn't even a right to try law. I had the right to take that medication. He denied me that right, and 3 days later, I ended up with double pneumonia, blood clotting, in the hospital for a little over 2 weeks.
Wow.
And I have a lot of damage. I have damage in my esophagus, my heart, and my lungs.
Jesus Christ. So this shit is real.
Damage. Yeah. I always knew it was real. I just think the way they're going about it is more trying to make us shut up and obey with the mask.
Well, why would they outlaw that? I saw that too when I was doing research on you yesterday, and I saw, that was a big thing, and I know that you and a bunch of other citizens were trying to sue Cuomo for the, it's for another thing. It was for the whole.
It's in Article 78. It's still in the courts. So the Article 78, just for our rights. We're not suing him for money. It's for our rights. I didn't even go after him for the hydroxychloroquine.
That wasn't the hydro. But while I was researching that, I saw a lot of people were posting the original order, the original where he denied the hydroxychloroquine or whatever. So
I have it also. I have it printed out.
That's pretty crazy. Why would people do that? What would be the benefit of that?
Why? Because President Trump said it worked, and anything that President Trump said, they always went against. If President Trump cured cancer, it would be a bad thing. That's how the left works. No, that's it. That's how they work. That's how they think. That's how they work. And then let me tell you a funny story. You have to wear a mask on a plane, okay? They gave me a hard time because I had a American flag bandana around my neck. I pull it up, and they wouldn't let me on. So my granddaughter has to wear a mask to school. And I'll say it straight up. The fucking mask has rhinestones on it. It's fucking see-through. You can and breathe through it. But as long as you had your face muzzled, that was all right. And people, that's such a pretty mask. Bitch, I can breathe. It has holes in it, morons. So, what's the sense? And on the box with the mask, it says that it doesn't work. How come with the flu, no one ever had to wear a mask? And with all the diseases back in the day, where did the flu go? The mask is bullshit. It's all about control.
Yeah. I'm just confused now, though, because this shit is... that was the toughest person I've ever met in my entire life, who I've ever known in my entire life. And if it got him, even if he was very, very old, even if it got
Right.
him, there's something fucking to it. And like you said, you know, you have like scar damage, right?
Yes.
So, and I know somebody else that's very healthy as well that runs all the time, who got it like the same time, actually, like last week also, and had a hell of a time and was in the hospital as well. And so there's something. So I'm now I'm just reconsidering what my position was on the COVID thing, and I really thought it was like a hoax, and just to get Trump out of office. But I guess, you know, correlation does not always equal causation. So I don't know where it came from, if it's natural or if somebody invented it. But
I don't believe it's natural. I do believe it was released on purpose. That I believe. But it's real. The disease itself is real. I had it. I never denied that it was a fake disease. I had it.
and it fucked you up. You can't do the Spartan
Can't train
race.
the way I can't do the things that I used to do. No.
God damn it.
I can't even get into the shape I used to be in. I'm on so much medication just to keep my lungs clear that they have so many side effects.
Yeah, you
I'm
got
on
to.
like a chronic.
I
I'm on a
heard.
chronic steroid every day.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
I'm on a chronic steroid every day. So I have used 2 different inhalers. One's called Incruse, one's called Advair. They're both like a low dose of a steroid just to keep my lungs open, and that's without my rescue inhaler. So now if I have an asthma attack, then I have to use the albuterol. So every day I'm on 2 maintenance for my lungs. I take a pill in the morning for my esophagus. I have to go for a nuclear stress test again, check my heart again. So I'm on a lot of medication. I have to take like 8 different medications a day. So that affects training. It affects your body. I can't get back into the shape I was in because of the medication and all the side effects. It's hard for me to walk up a flight of steps carrying my granddaughter, say she falls asleep. Imagine me running up a mountain this steep with a 90-pound sandbag on me. I haven't tried it yet. I'll probably collapse. So yeah, it had a lot of damage.
All right. So why, knowing all of this, why would you get angry at people for being like OCD and
Okay, well that's
and
fine.
nuts?
You can be OCD. Just don't put your OCD on me, because if all this shit works, that's fine. Your mask works. You're protected. Don't worry about me. You want to get vaccinated, that's your choice. You're vaccinated, so then you're okay. Don't worry about me. That's all it's about, is that if you're wearing a mask and you want to get a vaccine, I'm not knocking you for it. Just stay out of my fucking business.
But like, okay, so the person who gave my grandfather the COVID was just some fucking, piece of shit person from like who was cleaning his house. He's he doesn't have the most money, so they had somebody come and clean his place, and she was coughing all over the place. She should have had a mask on or something like that. Now I could see it from the other side a little bit.
Yeah, you can see it from the other side a little bit, but not really, because when you cough, if you put a mask on, do you have a mask with you by any chance? Put a mask on and cough in it. That shit comes right through the mask.
Yeah.
It comes through the mask.
Yeah. But
It says it right on the box.
when it comes to personal responsibility, I don't agree with people imposing their laws on me and stuff. It's like my body, my choice, right? And
Right.
I will tell you, I'm still taking the position where I'm not going to go get a vaccine, and I'm not going to. I don't like wearing the mask, and I like living my life the way I live it, not worrying about stupid bullshit. So,
Right,
and
exactly.
another thing is he got the vaccine too, so that's another thing. And I don't know what, like I said, causation equals correlation and causation and stuff like that.
Right.
But apparently it was a couple months ago, and it was the Pfizer one. So. But I don't know. There's been a lot of weird stuff with that. I actually looked up some. So this and we just got this stream got shit canned last week when we had Laura Loomer on because of medical misinformation supposedly about COVID. And I said,
oh, please.
I
It's
said
only what they say. What they say is always right. They don't listen to nobody else.
I said the word COVID hoax within the intro poem that I wrote for her. Anyway, but look at this. DMX received the COVID vaccine days before a heart attack. Family says no drugs. Now, this isn't the best, website, I guess, Times New Express. I have no idea what that is all about. But
Yeah.
on here, they talk rap legend DMX, real name Earl Simmons, currently in the ICU after suffering from a massive heart attack. And they make the claim that apparently he got the vaccine.
Yeah, well, what happens with the COVID is that it really doesn't attack. It's not a pneumonia disease. It attacks your blood and so it clots your blood. So that's what causes the pneumonia and the heart attacks. You get your blood thickens. So then the oxygen isn't going to your lungs. The oxygen isn't going to your heart. The oxygen isn't going to your brain. That's really what causes everything else. It's the blood clotting.
Oh my God!
No one knew that at first, so that's why it was being treated wrong. They were ventilating everybody. All they needed was some oxygen. All they needed was medication to help fight it off, like hydroxychloroquine.
And I don't even know if he got that hydroxychloroquine stuff or whatever. I asked
Plasma. Yeah.
I asked an uncle and they said yes, but I don't know. Who knows? Who the fuck knows, man? I mean, it's so crazy that there's all this misinformation. The misinformation comes from the CDC, right?
Yeah, exactly. And they go back and forth. And you got Fauci, the flip-flopper. Wear a mask, don't wear a mask. Wear 5 masks, wear 2 masks. Then he goes, he goes back and forth, back and forth. They make him out to be a fucking king. I can't stomach him.
Look at this fucking one right here, though. This is Aubrey Huff ties vaccine to Hank Aaron, Marvin Hagler deaths. No evidence. PolitiFact says.
No evidence.
But there's no evidence. But it says a social media post by former Major League Baseball player Aubrey Huff appears to blame the deaths of 2 sports legends on the coronavirus vaccine. Huff, who has made several social media posts. Oh, they're stopping me.
It's just not right what they're doing to the kids. Let the kids, the first day of school, don't you want to see the smile on the kids' faces when they see their friends? You don't see that. First day of school, they're muzzled. They're masked up. Teacher doesn't see their faces. You don't see their expressions. They're at a desk now with plastic around it. Let them take the mask off. They're having them outside at recess with masks. You're outside. Breathe the fresh air. Seriously. Yeah. It's like what happened to the immune system? You have to build up your immune system.
Mm-hmm.
It's just very sad what they're doing. They're using this COVID politically. That's what's fucked up about it. That's what pisses me off.
Mm-hmm. So they basically, that's how a lot of scams start. Some scams start on truth. So they took this opportunity just to flood the voting with those, the mail-in ballots. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what they did.
You believe Trump won?
Yes, I do.
You do, right?
Yes, I do. Come on.
I do too.
Come on, man.
Ah, I really do. He's fucked up, man.
No, me too. He did. He won.
You think he's going to win in 2024?
If they do the mail-in voting, no. And they're gonna keep pushing for it. That's why they're gonna keep COVID around for as long as they can. That's why they're gonna keep the masks around. They want people to live in fear. Like no one gets it. They want you to live in fear. So when people start waking the fuck up and stop living in fear, because I know COVID is scary, I've had it, but you have to stop living in fear. A lot of people that get it, they don't even know that they have it. They lose their sense of smell, their sense of taste. Look at me, I was very athletic, and look how bad I got it. But they just want everybody to live in fear so you can do the mail-in voting. So it's shut up and obey. So they take your First Amendment rights away. Then they come after your Second Amendment. And it's just going to spiral. Look at everything that they're doing. It's just a disgrace. It's a fucking disgrace.
But even though you got it, you could still say that. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
You didn't get scared.
Yeah. No, I didn't get scared after I had it. Do I get scared when I have an asthma attack now? Yeah. But it's more because, it's an asthma attack and you're worried about it. I'm not worried about getting COVID again. I don't believe that you can get it again. Yeah. And I'm not going to walk around with a mask on. Even if they say you can get it again, I still won't wear the mask. Because I think the masks decreases my oxygen. That's a fact. Only because when I first came out of the hospital, I did go to the doctor with a mask on. And when I went to the doctor and they put the oxygen thing on your finger, the oxygen level was 93. So my doctor came in the room and says, Tina, take your mask off. I'll be back in 10 minutes. Came back, and my oxygen went up to 98. So, you know, there's risks. Yeah, so there's risks that, you know, keeping yourself from breathing, even though it doesn't fully keep you, because particles do come out of the mask, because the mask isn't 100% effective. It says right on the box, it doesn't keep you from getting fucking COVID, okay? But it does. You're breathing in your own that bad shit. See the carbon dioxide. What the fuck is it? That you're breathing in the CO2. You're breathing that in.
Carbon dioxide.
That's really bad. Yeah, you're breathing that in, and that's really bad. So it lowered my oxygen, and I felt like I was going to start wheezing. Like, you know, your chest gets tight when you have an asthma attack, and that's how I felt wearing the mask. So I don't wear a fucking mask. I'm not allowed on school property when I go pick up my granddaughter, because I refuse to wear a mask outside.
Wow.
I stand on the corner, and they have to walk it to me, because I had a big fight with the school.
That's pretty gangster. That is pretty gangster. I asked my uncle. My uncle is like totally against the mask thing fully, and my grandfather was totally against it as well. He was living his life just the way he always lived it, not wearing the mask, driving all over the place still up until the last day. But I even asked him. I said about the COVID. And he's like, yeah, it's just a virus. But I mean, it seems like it's pretty fucking aggressive and crazy, though. It does. But
it's aggressive and crazy on people. I don't understand.
And it doesn't matter who it is, because it could take out somebody who is a fat bastard.
I gave it to everybody in my house. So I gave it to everyone in my house. So my husband had it, my oldest son had it, my granddaughter had it, my youngest son had it, my son's fiance had it, my mother's 83, lives here, she never got it. My daughter works in the hospital on the front line, worked on COVID patients, never got it. But everybody, no one was in the hospital, only me. Everyone else who lost their sense of smell, who lost their sense of taste, who was a little achy. Me, I got it the worst. So you can't go by, you know, that it's just this horrible thing. It's horrible for some people. And if you're willing to take the risk and not wanting to wear a mask, then don't fucking bother me.
Tell me about this fucking maniac right here. Mr. Nipples.
He destroyed fucking New York. He does have fucking nipple rings.
Look at those nipple rings.
You have a picture. I did a video holding a picture, and I had masks hanging off his nipple rings.
I wish I could see that. I
went off on a rant how he murdered the elderly, how he sent everybody back to the nursing homes, how he caused all that. Oh, that fucking face. He's the worst.
See those nipples right there?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's the worst. Yeah.
Now you always like, you have a lot of like nice rants. You do a rant about the gym actually. Hold on one second. Let me cue this one up. This is a funny one. It's talking about Cuomo.
Oh yeah.
Let me.
I have so many.
Hold on. Once again, it's always Hold on. Let me turn you on first. God. One of these days I'll be good. Here we go.
Who had the coronavirus? So we got douchebag Governor Cuomo saying that as of right now, gyms are closed indefinitely. Go fuck yourself, okay? You nursing home fucking killer. What about your brother Fredo? I'm sure he's still working out. Wasn't he the one who had the coronavirus, that China virus? He was still working out. He was actually riding his bike without a fucking mask on. You dictating piece of shit, communist cocksucker. Take your fucking tyranny and get the fuck out of New York. Nobody wants you, you nipple ring fucking clown. I'll work out whenever the fuck I want to work out. I'm on my way to go work out now. You gonna come to the mountains where I hike? You gonna give me a fucking fine for not wearing a mask? You fucking douchebag! Come on, bring it on, fucking Cuomo. New York's had enough of you. Trump 2020, motherfucker. Fuck out of here.
Oh my God. Do you ever what do you think when you see your shit back like that?
I laugh. I go, that was a good one. Holy shit.
I love it. It's just like you say everything that's on anybody's mind.
Yeah, but everybody else wants to say that they can't. Yeah.
Yeah, you enunciate it. How did you?
Oh yeah.
God, there's so many things I want to ask you, like that, but I want to stay on that. Talking about Cuomo for a second here, Mr. Nipple Rings.
Nipple
God,
rings.
what a he. Okay, so he is such a like. All right, you're talking about Pelosi. Pelosi was the big one, right? And then Cuomo, De Blasio. Those are all Italians. Like, do you get mad at any?
I know. Oh, I get nauseated. I get fucking nauseated that they're even fucking Italian. Like, get the fuck out of here. How could you? You're an embarrassment.
They are.
He changes the name of the bridge, the Tappan Zee Bridge, which is named after an Indian settlement, an Indian village. He wiped them out just to put his father's fucking name on that bridge. Fuck you, Cuomo. Fuck you.
Dude, I did not know that. Holy shit.
Yes.
When the hell did that happen?
Yeah, he did it a few years ago. And let me tell you something. That bridge is in very bad condition because he did a lot of side shit to get the contracts done for the bridge. The bridge is not safe. They're doing a whole thing on it now. Yeah. I want to do a flag drop on that bridge. I'd like to walk my monstrous 100-foot by 75-foot flag right across the fucking bridge.
That will always be the Tappan Zee Bridge to me. That's the main
Tappan Zee Bridge.
But you guys actually closed that bridge down, isn't that right?
Yeah, well, it wasn't done on purpose. It was a Sunday and there was a ton of traffic and everything just stopped. And it just happened to stop on the bridge. So you had a lot of people with the Trump flags, the American flags, and it was just Sundays, a lot of traffic on Sunday.
I'm sorry. I'm having a hard time. Fuck. Let me just show this for a second. This is so funny, actually. I just love. I love the fucking commentary.
The bridge is shut down. The fucking bridge, every lane. The bridge is shut down. Shut this bridge down. It's shut. Look at this. To the back, the whole fucking bridge. We are in the middle of the bridge. Shut it down. Going south. The shit is shut. Completely shut.
Oh, those are good times.
Oh, God.
Shit is shut the fuck down.
Oh, I love the commentary.
Shut the fuck down. That's my friends.
What?
Fuck you, Cuomo. Bridge is shut down.
Holy shit. Wait a second. We just made a revelation. That was your son?
No, that was my friend.
Oh, that was your friend. Oh, okay.
That was my friend making the video.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I love that. His commentary is priceless. Is he also Italian?
No, he's actually not Italian. He's just New York.
He's not, but it's
he's
just,
not Italian.
so
No.
I don't know. There's like an Italian accent though, even though
it's the New York Italian accent. Yes,
there is a New York Italian accent. So I mean, I think maybe people pick it up in different boroughs more, like the Bronx, right?
Yeah.
And stuff.
A lot of people don't think I'm from the Bronx. A lot of people mistake me for Staten Island or Long Island. I'm Bronx.
Exactly. Well, that's the other stronghold. I lived on Staten Island for a little while. Oh my God! But I didn't live in on the South Shore, which is the best area.
I made great friends in Staten. I was never ever in Staten Island before until this movement, and I met so many great friends. I'm still friends with now. My girlfriend Jan, my friend Eddie. I made such great friends through this movement. Scott, Dion. I mean, I can go on and on and on.
Bobby.
I love them all. Bobby.
That's right. But what? So yeah, you were down there in Staten Island because that was the restaurant, right? That he decided to keep it open during the COVID, right?
Yeah. And Scott started a rally, and I went down there to support them.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. But you guys shut down the Tappan Zee Bridge. That was so beautiful. I loved seeing that. Wow.
And in the streets of Manhattan with the giant flags. We do the giant flag drops, and we walked them down Fifth Avenue. We go to Times Square. We go to City Hall. We shut the streets down with that flag.
Yeah, tell me about the flag drop. You have the flag drop on the on your YouTube page? Epic flag drop.
Might be on YouTube.
You got one
Might
on
be
here. Hold
Might
on
be
one
on YouTube.
sec.
I'm not sure. YouTube shut me down a long time ago. I got 3 strikes months ago.
Did you
on
really?
YouTube.
All right, hold on one sec.
Yeah, so a lot of my shit's not on now. All my good shit.
See, that's what's
That's
about
it,
to
yeah.
probably happen to me or something. Like, damn, man.
Yeah, I got 3 strikes. I can't go back on.
But that's
Thank you, Dion!
Look at the size of that flag.
75 by 50. Walked it from Trump Tower to Times Square. Loud and proud. Trump 2020, motherfucker!
nice. So that was from Trump Tower. What, the one by like Christopher?
Trump Tower on 5th Avenue, and then we went to Times Square, and then we did one a few weeks ago. I wouldn't say a few weeks, maybe March. Yeah, a few weeks ago. And we did the first unveiling of the Trump 2024 flag, Save America. And we walked that down from Trump Tower to Times Square. But people get crazy. Like holy shit. It's a flag. They freeze their water bottles because they know we're coming. They throw shit at us. They attack us. 4 kids try to jump me. They get wild down there in Manhattan. Yeah, they don't like it. They get in your face. Fuck Trump, fuck you. We're just like walking, smiling, USA,
God. I know. I understand the hostility. I've seen it in D.C. It's the same kind of thing, right?
Oh, yeah. D.C. and New York are a lot alike.
When they come up to you, like all the kids come up to you.
Yeah, they scream in your face. They like scream at you. Like they're triggered. Go home, you don't belong here. Fuck Trump, fuck you. Yeah.
You really got to be careful of a bunch of kids. When a bunch of kids come up on bikes or something like that, you better get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
You better. For real.
Yeah,
Yesterday, oh my God, I swear I came to the shop. I rode my bike. I don't live that far. I ride my bike down like this main street, Olive, where they were having an impromptu like bike parade or something with a bunch of kids right around that age, like young teenage kids and stuff. And they were like hardly giving anybody room to get by at all. And it was so insane. And they were trying to play chicken with me and stuff. And then the last person was trying to play chicken with me, and I played chicken back, and he fell. And then before anybody could realize and turn around and come jump me, I got the fuck out of there. I went down a main street and got out of there and went into a neighborhood and turned another way, whatever, and then went like a back way to the shop. But you will totally get jumped right there by all of them.
Yeah, they don't give a shit.
They don't give a shit.
They'll ruin you. You could be eating outside. They'll just start with you for no reason. You're minding your business, eating. You have a red hat on. Boom, they get fucking triggered.
That's
you
right.
wear anything red, they're triggered. I never in my life saw anything like it. It's pathetic. It's fucking pathetic.
It is. How the fuck did you amass thousands of followers on Twitter? Like how it was. Did it just?
I don't know. I remember I did a podcast in the very beginning, and I was very shocked by the numbers. It was one of my first podcasts I did, and Chrissy did her homework. She was like, "You got 10 million views a week." Like she had all my stats. I was like, 10 million views. Then I start scrolling through my videos, and I see some of them have 3 million views, some of them have 500,000 views. So she like added them all up, and I was like, wow, I didn't realize like how big I was. I mean, I get calls from Canada, France. I've been on French radio. It's insane. I don't know. People just like what I say because they can't say it. They can't say it because of their job or anything. I don't.
What does your family think about all this fame that came to you?
They don't say anything. They laugh. They get a kick out of me.
Like, what do your kids' friends think?
Well, yeah, they're like, your mother is viral. Like, we put her on our Instagram, and when like you go on Instagram and there's that one thing where popular videos are on, like your mother's viral. She's everywhere. Then like people would call up my door and be like, yo, Michael Rappaport's picking on your mother right now. Yeah, I had a brawl with Michael Rappaport over a year ago.
I hate Michael Rappaport.
Oh my God, Jesus and Nero started with me. Then I had this other television, what's his name? He was just on recently. There was a panel of 3, and I was defund the white woman. That's not racist. Come on. Then okay, so we'll just leave that there. It was defund the white woman. Okay, and they did a whole 7-minute segment how I was racist. How am I fucking racist? I just told you that all that shit does not offend me. BLM doesn't offend me. White Lives Matter. I don't care. We're all equal. Leave it alone. I just don't like the corporate behind it and how they really don't help the communities in need. That's it. And I'm the first to say it. So I get attacked.
Yeah. But like, so what about like the parents of like your kids' friends? Those people. They got people like, what the fuck? It's Tina 40.
Yeah, well, there's a few people that blocked me that I didn't know. My daughter was like, Mom, remember the girl I went to school with? Well, her mother, blah, blah. She blocked you. And I was like, she fucking blocked me? What a twat. You know, like, really? Grow a fucking pair of balls, bitch.
What about your neighborhood? Like you said you wave flags. You got flags. You got flags on your house?
I have my flags. I have my American flag. I have my Trump flag. And then I have a sign that says, Biden is not my president. And next to it says, Trump saved America. And I'll have the UPS guy will pull up to my house and be like, Tina 40. You know, my son Anthony he starts laughing. He's 17. He's like, Mom, everybody knows you when we do. The guy's delivering the mail here. And he's like yelling out your name in the cul-de-sac. I'm like, I know.
Oh, okay. How'd you get the name Tina 40?
Well, that's my maiden name, Tina Forte. So, but people pronounce it 40 because it's Forte. The correct way is Forte, which Forte means long, strong, and loud.
Wow, it's a fitting name.
Yeah.
And so
as I grew up, people called me Tina 40.
That was like your thing. That was growing up. That was
Tina 40. Yeah.
That was your Italian name.
Yes.
Everybody has an Italian name. Like if you're a Guinea, you know, and you got the vowel at the end of the name, right? At some point you get a nickname from some way.
Well, my real nickname was Bubbles.
Okay.
That was like my real nickname. It was Bubbles. Everyone call me Bubbles. And then it would be Tina 40, you know. And then that's just what I now am, Tina 40. So I put 40 after everything.
Yeah.
And I put real Tina 40 because so many people made up fake pages against me. So I put a real Tina 40 down. My Instagram was taken down. I had to put official real Tina 40 back because people make Twitter pages that pretended to be me. People, they do that to me a lot.
Well, see, I make T-shirts, and I see that as the brand right there. You just got to brand that Tina 40. Did you get that trademarked yet?
Fuck out of here. My fuck out of here.
I mean, yeah, but did you get the Tina 40 trademarked?
No.
You definitely need to.
Should, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I should.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
and then,
should.
So you said like, all right, so the main social media platform that you blew up in, would you say that was the Twitter, right? Because of the way that platform is, where you're just spitting into the camera?
Yeah, actually, I was viral before that. What happened was I was posting everything on Facebook, but people were taking my rants and putting it on Twitter. I only started Twitter June of last year. And within like a couple of months, I already had over 100,000 followers on the Twitter. But it was people were just taking my videos and just putting them everywhere. I mean, I can't even tell you the channels. And Barstool Sports, I made Times 9th person of the year. They had me rated number 9. You know, it was like, it's great. I love it.
Oh my God! All right, so you started out on the Facebook, and then they
started out on Facebook, and then people were taking my rants. And they started posting them, and then people would come and go, why don't you make a Twitter? So I made a Twitter.
Now you also do tweet though, like you don't just do the videos. You tweet and you say some good stuff. You say some pretty incredibly good stuff, I think. And how much time and effort do you put into devising tweets on a daily basis?
No, I wake up in the morning and whatever mood I'm in, like whatever topic of the day is bothering me, I tweet or rant about, and I usually leave it there. I'm not one that does it all day long. Like, I'm not one of those people. And I don't scroll through all my comments. It might be sometimes when I'm on and I'll just go through a couple and I see all the hate and I leave them there. Only recently I started blocking people because they were getting real, like, they get out of line. I mean, I get the craziest email because now I have a business email. And they say that, I mean, for people to sit there, for you to even think about these things and put it into writing about me, things you want to put me in my tub and you want to throw acid on me so I have no more bones. They come up with some sick shit.
Tina, I know a little bit about what you say. I know a little bit behind that, you know. I've had some shit in the paper. I have a couple articles. So and I've gotten some hate before. And what about people calling you randomly? Did you ever get that?
I get people calling me. Oh, you have to hear the messages I get on my business phone. I get crazy messages on my business phone all the time. I've had blue shit mailed to my house.
Yes, I had a Christmas card that had like a Nazi flag on it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty messed up. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
And this was this is a liberal saying I'm a Nazi, and they took the time to draw like a
right.
I have it. Actually, you can get it out. Like I have it. I kept it, you know. But it's like elaborate. They took the time to do that.
Yeah, they take the time to do that. It's almost, you have to feel sorry for them. Like you have nothing better to do with your life than sit here and I run space in your head. That's how I get them. You can say whatever you want. You can dox me. You can retweet about me. You can hate me. You can write your stupid shit to me. But guess what? You're doing it to me. So I run space in your head, motherfucker. So I trigger you.
Oh yeah, it's better to be infamous than not famous at all, as Roger Stone says. But
that's right.
But you are actually doing something with your life. People don't do anything with their lives. They sit around and they're a bunch of losers, you know, and then they get mad at other people doing stuff and they lash out. So you don't even take that in. You don't even read the comments.
No, and you know what? I don't even follow people that I don't like. Like I won't follow a liberal. I won't follow a Democrat. I won't follow them. But people, they follow me. So it's like, really, like, get a fucking life. Do something with yourself. Why are you following me?
The haters.
They are. The haters.
Because you're awesome and you're a free soul. And you're just doing your thing and you don't even care, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Making rants. And who's the biggest piece of shit in politics right now?
Oh, there's so many to fucking choose from. I mean, where do I start?
AOC? What about AOC?
AOC, I wouldn't even think she's the biggest piece of shit. I really think Kamala is a big piece of shit.
What do you think about AOC first?
AOC, she's too left for me. She's single-handling me. She destroyed the Amazon deal that was coming to New York. She's the things that come out of her mouth are just completed. She doesn't make any sense. Why isn't she crying at the fucking border in her white suit right now? Why? She wouldn't in a white suit, crying at the border. They're in cages. Look at it now. Go down there now in your white suit, bitch.
All right, Kamala Harris, yes. What about it?
Kamala, heels in the air. She's a phony. She talks down to everybody. You hear the way she speaks. She laughs. She laughs at like real situations. Everything's like a joke to her. She wants to talk about everything. Meanwhile, she put the most people in jail in California. We won't get into that. You know what I'm talking about. I'm sure you've done your homework on that. Biden, I wouldn't call him a piece of shit. He's just a puppet. He's a puppet. I don't think he ever did much in the 48, 49 years he's been in office. He's being used right now by everybody. But it's everybody around. Nancy Pelosi, slower of the house. She's a big piece of shit. She's Chuck Schumer. He's another big piece of shit. A lot of Republicans are big pieces of shit too. Okay, the real rhinos. They know who they are. They have no backbone, no spine. They're fucking two-faced, and they don't stick together. And they need to fucking get the fuck out of office.
Now, what do you think about this for a game plan? Because we've been thinking about this possibly. We all run as dinos, right? We like totally hide all of our our pro-Trump, pro-America tweets. We erase them all, delete them all, masquerade as dinos, get in there, and then pull the whole switcheroo. Is that smart or
like
what?
they do it like they do on the other side? They pretend to be straight middle, the actual real Democrat Party that was around. Like the presidents never bothered me in the past. The Democrat presidents, they never did. Okay, the Obama, I didn't like him because I just saw the country make a left turn when he came into office. But other than that,
but I'm
yeah,
saying we're
that.
Democrats in name only. We're actually Republicans.
Yeah.
And then we just pretend like they do, you know.
They're
And then
gonna know us. They know they're gonna know us already. How do we do that? They're gonna know us.
there's got to be a way to do that. Don't they have
We gotta find a puppet. We gotta find a puppet that nobody knows.
We have to. This is what they do to us. We have to find a puppet that we can groom, okay?
Yes.
And get them in. That's what we should do. Like we need to play. Yeah. We need to play dirty. They're all scum. Kamala Harris, cackling. Kamala Harris laughing like an insane person.
Like a hyena.
Like a hyena.
Like a fucking hyena.
Yeah. What the fuck is that?
Yeah. I know.
She doesn't say anything that is intelligent whatsoever.
Nothing. Nope. She doesn't say anything productive. She doesn't say anything. She has no
substance,
emotion,
no substance.
There's nothing to her.
What are your thoughts on the Capitol riot?
What are my thoughts on that? Well, I did the Nancy Pelosi flag. I unveiled the Nancy Pelosi flag at Lincoln Memorial on that day. And it was, really don't really have a comment about it. I know a lot of people were let in. You know, you see certain videos that go one way. I didn't like the windows being broken and all that shit. I don't condone violence on either side. I don't condone violence on the left, and I don't condone violence on the right. So the people that were violent, I feel were wrong. They shouldn't have done that. I'll say it straight up. It wasn't. You just don't do that. It's wrong. It made us look really bad. The ones that are really passionate and that went there made our movement look bad. But then you have to look on the other side where, you have the other people burning, looting, and rioting every day. You have people pulling down statues. You have other capitals, not just the U.S. Capitol in Washington, D.C. They broke into a capitol the other day, didn't they? Screaming and chanting and yelling. Where was that? In a state. They went to the Capitol. They don't do anything to them, but they're coming after patriots really hard. I saw a lot of videos online, on TV of the windows breaking and everything, but no one was armed. I haven't seen one person that was armed. Yet Ashley Babbitt was shot.
I wish we talked about that more. Nobody even talks about her being killed. That was a travesty that she was killed.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
30 years old.
Yeah. So how do you feel about the Capitol? What happened at the Capitol?
I can't talk about the Capitol. Everything I say, I'm not talking.
Oh, so you asked me about it. Okay.
No, I'm not saying anything. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, thank you so much for being on. I told you, let's keep it to about an hour. I have an event that I have to, go to here. There's a big event down in Pompano Beach, Florida today, and I'm going to go down there.
Down there I would go.
What's that?
If I was down there, I would go.
Oh yeah, it's
I have to come down more often.
Yeah.
Are you going to Jupiter? Are you doing the boat parade in Jupiter for Memorial Day?
Jupiter is very close to us. I would love to go there. I'm sure. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, listen.
I might come down. I'm going to call you.
If you're down here, will you come in and do the podcast in person at the sweatshop?
I'll come and do it in person. Yes, I will.
There you go. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yes. I get to have one of those shirts behind you.
Thank you so much for coming in, motherfucker. Appreciate it. You're the best. You're the best. I say motherfucker. I don't mean that. I mean you are. I give you full respect. You are full respect to you, Tina 40. You are the real deal. You do God's work. I'm sure you have people telling you that all the time, right?
Yes, I do.
Yes, you do.
Yes, I do. I don't understand that, but yeah, I do.
And it's Sunday, and let's say
I have my church, all my saints behind me.
If you could, let me say this little prayer that my grandfather wrote. All right, he wrote this. It's called "That Guy on the Cross," and it is Sunday, so it's fitting. Papa, I love you, buddy. He laid down his body, spread out his soul, gave up his love without being told. He turned the other cheek as they drove spikes through his feet, and tears began in his eyes. Through all his teachings and other people's preaching, I never could understand why. As they poked at his face for a sign of disgrace, they saw a smile breaking through. He looked up to heaven and said to forgive them. They know not, Daddy, what they do. I never met him, but I sure hope to one day, because he proved he was boss, and he'd carry that cross, if that be the only way. I'm making a promise that I'll try harder, honest, to find the way back if I'm lost. I'll try not to offend and become a close friend, me and that guy on the cross. So, rest in peace,
Rest in peace.
Frank Piccirillo. Thank you so much for being on, Tina 40. I really appreciate you.
Thank you, Bobby.
All right, guys. See you later. Listen, if you want to, I'm going to say one more thing. I want to say one more thing because this is, they're trying to shut us down. They're trying to muzzle us. We just had that conversation today about COVID, and it's a complicated conversation to have, Why can't we have those conversations? Why do they have to shut us down? Why does YouTube have to give us strikes? Why do they have to block us? Why do they have to do that?
Because they don't want us to. I told you that's all about taking our First Amendment right away.
It's a debate.
That's what people want to. It should be allowed, but they're shutting us down. It's shut up and obey.
It's a debate. Nobody knows. We don't know what's up. We have no idea what's going on. Why can't we compare notes? So, thank you so much, guys, for watching the Sunday afternoon stream. Thank you, Tina. I'm gonna pop you off. I'm gonna do the outro. I'm gonna pop you off right now. Thank you. There we go. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much, guys, for watching the Sunday afternoon stream. If you're in the market for custom t-shirts, check out fatenzo.com. For our line of pseudo-intellectual party tees, check out fatenzo.shop. Also, I forgot to, Tina 40, you got to check out Tina 40 shop. Tina, you still on there?
Yes, I'm still here.
What's your shop?
Real Tina 40, REALTINA 40.com. Have a lot of cool stuff on there. Go check it out.
That's right. Next time I'll have my Asian producer on here, and this is going to run a lot more smoothly. but go check out Tina 40's sites. Now, if you want to get some of those Perry's or Proud Boy swag, check out ProudEnzo.com. Okay, I've had an outstanding time with you this afternoon. I appreciate you very much, but I'd appreciate you more for liking and sharing this podcast. There's a 20-year-old nerd sitting in, the back room at Google with cum stains crusted on his pants and deciding who wins or loses in life because he learned how to code while living in his mommy's basement. Are you going to allow that? Fuck no, you shouldn't. So please share this, like it, Parler, Facebook, Twitter, whatever you got to use. Thank you so much for watching. Welcome to Bobby Pickles Bob. Proud of you, boy, baby.
Pickles podcast. He always says that's me. With that look on his face, he'll talk about anything. Outstanding. Tattoos, t-shirts, politics, history, and hot talk on everything. Bobby Pickles. Pop culture, documentaries, conspiracy theories, sarcasm, and fear. It's a conversation started